Hi guys, my name is Vivid Scrubby and welcome to a quick tutorial on 3 simple but easy yet useful redstone builds. Now this is for anyone wanting to get started in redstone or just wants to efficientize their base. And we're going to be going over 3 simple redstone contraptions in this video. The 2x2 piston door, the super smelter, and the item sorter. Now these scale up in difficulty over time, with the piston door being the easiest and the item sorter being the hardest, but they're all relatively simple. So yeah, I guess we should just get right into it, starting with the 2x2 piston door. Oh, did I? So you want to build up a little doorway, obviously, with any blocks you want, and then you want to place 2 sticky pistons like this with a block between them. You want there to be a block between them. 2 sticky pistons like this. You want to place, and then we want to start digging underneath. Yep, and then you want to dig underneath, and you want to dig underneath here. You can dig these out if you want, as long as you replace them. Something I was doing earlier. You want to do redstone, like redstone dust, going across these like so, and it should be 2x4 or 5 if I've done this wrong. I think it should be a 2x4, and then you want to go over here to where your block of choice is going to be here, and then you want to place a redstone torch there, and you're going to want to do that on the other side also. So if you want to dig this out, your block of choice will be next to the bottom sticky piston. We just want to crud like that, next to the bottom sticky piston, and yeah, you just dig that out, and then you want to place in your redstone dust going between both of those, going into those blocks like so. You want to cover that up. This isn't mandatory, it's just to make it look better. I'll cover all of that stuff up. Block of choice there, and then you want to place redstone dust on top of your blocks of choice. Now both pistons are triggered. You want to film these in, and then just add pressure plates. And now hopefully you should have a 2x2 piston door. I forgot to fill in the center, so now hopefully you should have a 2x2 piston door. So that's how you make the piston door. So next up we'll move on to the super smelter. Now this also is obviously pretty simple, and what you're going to need is some rails, 4 powered rails, 2 detector rails, 20 hoppers if you're doing a 10 furnace machine, 10 furnaces considering on how many you're doing, that'll be less or more, and 2 mine carts with chests. So the way you're going to make this is you're going to place in your furnaces like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing a 10 one machine, but you can do however many you want. And then you want to hold shift and place in these hoppers going into the furnaces. Now that's just place them on top of the furnaces like so, and then you want to place in some other hoppers going into the furnaces so that the funnels will go into the furnace on all 20 hoppers. What you want to do after that is place in a powered rail here, regular rails going all along here until we reach this point. We're going to add a detector rail here and a powered rail, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Wait, actually, ignore that. Ignore that happened in general. Yeah, no, you want to have the hoppers here. I did that wrong for a second, I'm sorry. Yep, you want to fill these in, and then you want to do the same that you just did over here. And then you want to get 4 blocks of choice. I'm going to use wool. And then you want to put them here. Also here and here. Here like that. You want to place them here. And you want to place them here. Here like that. And then you want to get a lever. And place it there like that, like so. Wait, actually, that's a bad idea. You want to get your block of choice, and you want to place it here. Place your lever. Get some redstone dust. Spin it around. Into that powered rail. So now that lever, when that lever goes off, it's going to power both powered rails. You want to place in your hopper minecarts, your minecarts with chests, sorry. You can place them in here and here, and then what will happen is you probably want to add a repeater as well, to be honest. Oh, I'm so stupid. You want to add a repeater to continue on the redstone, like so. And then that should be traveling. I don't know why it's not. That's strange. Oh, actually, place that like that, redstone on there, and then that like that. I did that wrong for a second. And then get your minecart with chests, and then both of them will travel along, so you can fill that with fuel and with stuff that you want to smelt, and it will divide into all of these smelters, and you can smelt them all. So we're going to move on to the final build, and the toughest build, which is the item sorter, and then we'll get into how they all work. So for the item filter, you are going to need some packed ice, some buckets of water, at least one sign or item frame, some glass, and we'll to make the main travelling water thing. A dropper, a hopper, 5 chests, some repeaters, some comparators, some redstone dust, and we'll get the rest later. So the first thing you're going to want to do is with your blocks of choice, you're going to want to build up a bit. I'm going to build up here. You don't really need to count up how high up it is. And then you want to place a dropper vertically, like so. You then want to, if you're on the consoles like I am, you might want to build up for this part because we can't hold shift. You lucky non-consolers. And you want to place a hopper there and build up some more. And you want to place a block right there next to that dropper, and then a block right there, and then you want to build blocks around it until you've got a 9x9, a 3x3 9 block area like that. And what you want to do here is place 3 blocks in this formation. By the way, these you can follow along with these if you want. Place a redstone comparator going in here, a redstone repeater facing that way, right there next to the comparator, a redstone repeater facing the same way, right there next to the comparator, and some redstone dust too, and some redstone dust too, like that. And what this should do is, if you place any old item in there, the hopper should dispense it like that if you've done this right. The next thing you want to do is you want to build your travelling item section. So you want to build up a little block of ice as far down from the dropper as you want. I'm going to do it 2 blocks down. You want to build this as long as you want. I'm going to stop around here. Droppers don't always drop vertically, so you might want to build a little thing here. Glass all along there, so you can see your items. And then glass at the back. Some water, like so. Place a sign there. That one, and then place another bucket of water. I'm going to place a sign there for now so water doesn't spill everywhere. Then you want to get your blocks of choice and spread them out like four of them out like this. And then you want to place hoppers like this. Make sure they're funneling in this direction towards this glass, because otherwise it won't work. Then you can carry on your little line of glass until the end. You don't need a sign anymore. And then that should stretch across to those hoppers. Now you want to have some more hoppers facing the same way underneath these hoppers, like so. Then you want to hopper, boom boom, hopper, replace all your temporary blocks. And this one is going to filter the item sorter. This one is just going to be moving items into chests here, like so. Like so. I'm doing a 4 chest system, and I'll also show you how to make a junk chest, which is what that 4th chest is for. And now you want to make the item filter filter circuit. Now I'm going to show you how to make this, and I suggest you follow along because you want to get your blocks of choice. For me it's quartz, so I'll grab myself some quartz. And you also want to grab a redstone torch while you're there. The ice, okay, the ice. And then you want to place 4 blocks right across here, up here. We'll get rid of that sign in a second. And you want 3 redstone comparators. Not there, comparators like so. And then just get rid of that. And then you want to do 3 blocks like that, do 2 blocks like that, get that underneath that, stretch that out, and then you want to make a sort of curled area, I guess. Break this block if it's easier for you, and then you just want to make this curled area. It doesn't matter if the redstone collides with each other, that's not a problem at all. Place repeaters in the little gap, redstone dust all the way from your comparators right here, and then redstone torches here. Now these are going to be your item filters. And the next thing we're going to do, and the last part, is just to make the item sorters. So now you're going to need a block of choice. Now this should probably be something that you're not going to put in there that often. So I'm going to do the polished granite slab, at least. And what you want to do is you want to put 11 of each of this item in the last 4 slots, like so. 6, 7, 8, 11, and then you put the item you want to sort. In this case we're going to use redstone in there like that. So we are sorting redstone, diamonds and iron into these chests, and this is a junk chest for anything else that you put in there. So now this should be working just fine. So I'm going to get a piece of redstone, a diamond, an iron ingot and a gold ingot, and these should all go into their respective chests. Actually, no, they won't, because you need to put 1 of each item in there into these hoppers right here. So put a diamond in there, a iron ingot in there. Now if we get them all, nope, don't want you. Now if we get them all like so, and we put this in, we put a diamond in, put an iron ingot in, and we put a gold ingot in. These should all be into their respective chests. So this has the redstone dust in there, this has the diamond in there. Did I forget to put the iron in? Oh god, I did, didn't I? Right. Put the iron should, yeah, it should end up in here. And when did I dispense a redstone comparator? Anyway, it ends up in the junk chest, and that's how you make the item sorter. So now we're going to explain how they all work. So the way the piston door works is pretty simplistic. The pressure plates power the redstone dust, which go on to power the block with the redstone torch on, and redstone torches power off when they're on a block that's already powered. So they also power off these so they also power off this block and this redstone dust, powering off the pistons. So that's how that works. This is also pretty simple to understand. Basically, the lever is powering that powered rail, which makes that minecart move, and then that will hit that detector rail, which powers that powered rail, making it move the other side in a loop, so it only turns off when you flip the lever. And then then there's just redstone dust going around, so it also powers that powered rail. Then all the stuff from the minecart with chest goes into the hoppers, which goes into the furnaces. The item sorter is a bit more complicated. The way this works is that basically when a item goes into the dropper, the comparator senses that item, because comparator can sense through blocks like dispensers, chests, droppers, all that stuff. And then it goes on to power that redstone, and it basically goes through into a loop powering this block, which powers the dropper to go down like that. And then you use the item filters to only drop stuff from when you didn't put it in specifically, and then you just build that circuit, and then it goes into these item hoppers and into the chest. So yeah, that's how you make the 2x2 piston door, the super smelter, and the item sorter. If you want any other redstone tutorials and maybe how every redstone component works, be sure to leave a like on the video, and if you did enjoy, please think of subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me, and it's completely free. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, thanks for watching, and donate to charity.